What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another Halloween set. Today I'm going to be doing my version of Beetlejuice nails. I think they came out really cool. I did a combination of nail art and 3D art, so it's a lot of details and stuff that I put into this set. So I hope you guys like it. I'm just using products that I already have today, so we're just gonna go ahead and jump right into the tutorial. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping my nails. This is a curved nail set. I'm using those same curved nail tips that I used for the Van Cleef set that I did like a couple videos back. This time I actually cut the well a little bit to bring the curve up a little bit higher. So I do like the way these look a little bit better because they're not like so hooked looking. I don't like how hooked they looked before. I don't think it's like that flattering on me, so that's what I did. So I applied 1 coat of Mia Secret dehydrator and 2 coats of Young Nails protein bond, and after that dried, I'm gonna go ahead and start applying my acrylic. This is going to be an acrylic set. I'm going to be doing the nail art on top. So I'm going to be building up these 2 nails with Mia Secret Cover Nude Blush. These 2 nails are going to be the French nails, so this color is going to serve as a nail bed shade. It's like a nice pinky nude color. I use this color for like all my French nails. It's one of my favorite. I'm just doing a quick little 3 bead method, building up the free edge of the nail first and then the apex with 2 beads as usual. I work with the acrylic until it dries to help keep the shape of the nails. That's why you always see me patting the sides and the tips of the nails. And of course, if I see I need to add in a little bit more acrylic, I will go ahead and do that. On this nail, I'm going to apply this neon green acrylic. It's from Gelé. It's a 3-in-1 glow powder. I'm not really using it for that purpose, but it is kind of like weird to apply. It's actually like a powder gel dipping in acrylic, like all in one, but it applies like almost like a gel polish, which is weird, and it is a little bit runny, so I was having like trouble near the cuticle area, but I'll just go ahead and use my cuticle bit to kind of like fix it up later on. It is kind of weird because it looks like acrylic when you make a bead, but it goes on like polish. It's really strange, but I really love this color green. It's like the best neon green that I have. As you can see, it's a little bit runny by the cuticle area. This thing is like ancient. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but like I said, I'm going in with my cuticle bit later on just to fix it up a little bit. I did apply this purple shade from Vanessa Nails called Purple Rain to this nail, but my camera actually died, so I didn't realize I wasn't recording. But now I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate these two nails with the colored acrylics because they are like a little bit thin and I need to make them as thick as the rest of the nails. Also, with certain colored acrylics, you do need to encapsulate the color so that you don't like file away like the color and it looks uneven when you're filing your nails, especially for these two. They're not really like made to just build your nails up with. So I'm going to be doing a 2-bead method and then just going in and adding acrylic where I need it. Alright, so now that the base on the nails is done, I'm going to go ahead and start debulking them with my 180 sanding band. The dust collector and the drill that I used from Melody Susie are linked in the description box, along with the drill bits and stuff that I like to use. Everything I use is linked in the description box. But yeah, I'm going in and debulking my nails first. Usually with the curved nails, when I build them up, I always make the apex a little bit higher than the free edge, which you should do that anyway, regardless of what shape nails you're doing. So when I'm filing them, I'm making sure to file down the free edge a little bit more than the apex, so it like gets gradually thinner towards the free edge, and so that they don't look like really hooked. That's how I get like that nice like slight curve, but not like all the way hooked under, if you know what I mean, like eagle talons. Like I always call them eagle talons when they're like really hooked like that. But yeah, that's how I kind of got this shape, basically, is what I'm saying. So I'm going around the cuticle area to seal that. I will be going in with my cuticle bit just to like neaten up around the cuticles. Like I said, I was having a little bit of trouble with that green acrylic. And I'm just like smoothing over the nail, making sure everything's nice and even. You can see the structure of my nail when I turn it to the side. You can see how the apex looks and then how the free edge looks, how it gets gradually thinner. The sidewall should be the thinnest part. I didn't show that, but they should always be the thinnest part of your nail. And I'm filing underneath the nail, kind of like redefining the shape by filing along the sides.
Ringy. Ringy.
Now I'm going to take this ceramic cuticle bit and just go around the cuticle area a little bit on all the nails just to neaten up the cuticle area so everything looks nice and seamless.
Ringy.
And last, I'm going to go ahead and shape up the nails. I was a little bit out of frame for these first two nails, but I'm doing like a square shape for these, so I'm just filing straight along the sides with the hand file a couple times until I'm satisfied with how the overall width of the nails are, and then just holding my file at an angle and filing straight across the free edge, and then of course buffing the nails and buffing out any scratches or rough edges.
Ringy.
Okay, moving on to the nail art, I'm going to start by painting over this nail with this cat eye gel from SHEIN. I'm not really sure how to pronounce the brand name, and it doesn't really have a number on it. I'll try to link it below because I recently bought this one, so I know which one it actually is. It's like a bluish purpley cat eye. It's a little bit sheer, so that's why I'm applying it over this color, because when I swatched it, it was a little bit sheer, so I'm kind of going over it a couple times to kind of like deepen up the color before I do the cat eye effect. I have this 5-way cat eye magnet that I'm going to be using. I'm going to be using the rounded shape to do the cat eye effect. When I do the cat eye effect, I just kind of run it up and down each side of the nail like this a couple times, and it kind of like pushes the pigments to the middle, and you can really see like the different color shifts, which I really like. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure. Next, I'm going to be painting the French on these next two nails with this white shade called Bold White from Madame Glam. This white shade is a really pigmented white. I actually like it better than the Madame Glam Perfect White, which was my favorite white gel polish for a while, but I was using this one and it's just like full coverage in one coat, and I really like it because it's not streaky at all. As you could see, I painted the tip of it and like literally it's full coverage. It's really nice white shade, so if you're looking for a good pigmented white that you don't have to apply a second coat, I highly recommend this one. It's way better than the Perfect White. But yeah, basically to do the French, I do an outline of how I want the smile line, fill in the tip with the polish brush out of the bottle, then go back in and neaten up the smile line and get the little corners with my detail brush.
Greeny. Greeny.
Now that the French is painted on, I'm gonna go ahead and paint the stripes using Madame Glam Perfect Black. I actually did end up making these stripes a little bit thicker off camera because they ended up turning out a little thicker on my other hand, so I did that off camera. That's why they look thinner in the video. But either way, it still looked cute. So I always start by painting the side stripes first. It's just easier, and then I do the middle one. So to paint the side stripes, I make a line going right up the side of the nail, covering the whole side of the smile line, and then just filling it in. It's really easy. To do the middle stripes, I make like 2 lines and then just fill in the middle and kind of like thicken it up. To paint the grave on this nail, I'm going to use this dark gray shade from Nail Reserve LA. It's called Storm Clouds. I'm basically just kind of like making the outline of the grave, and then I'm going to be doing the details later on. I did actually end up extending the grave a little bit for the words that I was writing on it, because I kind of misjudged how much room I needed.
Ringy.
After that's cured, I'm gonna go ahead and start painting the words "Here lies Beetlejuice." I got the first 3 words down and I was like, I need more room. So I did go ahead and use the gray and like paint a little bit more so I could fit the last word.
Ringy. Ringy.
As you can see, I'm taking a little bit more of the gray and just extending the grave a little bit at the bottom so I can fit the last word. And after I'm done with the words, I'm going to go ahead and add the details to the grave.
Ringy.
Now I'm going to go ahead and add the details to the grave. So I'm going to go ahead and outline it in black, and then I'm going to make like little cracks going through the grave to make it look more realistic. I'm also going to make like little cracks around the actual nail on the green part. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and make the 3D snake. I'm using some 3D non-stick gel to do that. I scooped out a big ball of it and I'm rolling it between my fingers. I find it's easier to just do it all in one step instead of like separate steps, because all of the snake looks like an even length. I was having a little bit trouble doing it the other way, so I found this was easier. So on this hand I'm doing the entire snake, and on the other hand I'm making like part of it as if it's slithering through the nails. That was kind of the idea. So when I place it on the nail, I kind of form it into the shape of a snake, and then I use my cuticle pusher to kind of like push it into place, but I don't like do it too much because I find that makes like the gel uneven, and you can see like the unevenness when you actually go to paint it. So I kind of make sure to evenly roll it between my fingers and then just place it on the nail and then just kind of like fix it up a little bit. For the head part, to do that, I press down a little bit to flatten it and just shape it on the sides with the cuticle pusher. And a little disclaimer, you might want to use gloves when you're touching nail products. Technically, you're not supposed to not use gloves when you're touching nail products. I don't have any allergies, so I'm not using gloves, but I do recommend that you use gloves to be on the safe side. So after that's cured, I'm going to go ahead and paint the entire snake with that Madame Glam shade Bold White. This probably would be easier if you had some white 3D gel, so you don't really have to paint it afterwards. It might be a little bit faster, but I don't have white 3D gel this bright of a white, so I decided to do it this way. So I basically just painted the entire snake and then went in with my detail brush just to like neaten it up a little bit, and then I'm going to cure. Now I'm going to paint the stripes with Madame Glam Perfect Black. I just kind of make 2 lines and then fill it in to make the stripes. The stripes on the body of this snake are thicker. The ones near the head are a little bit thinner. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I actually made this one a little less thick because they're not really that thick. But yeah, it's really easy just to draw the stripes all the way down the snake.
Greeny.
And last, I'm going to use a dotting tool to make the eyes with this red shade from Glam. It's called Hardcoeur. You just make 2 little dots like right there on the white part. That's how the Beetlejuice snake looks, so I went ahead and did that, and it looks like a real snake. I really love the way it came out. To finish up, I'm going to go ahead and add some nail charms with some rhinestone gel. So I'm going to put these 2 little black bows on the French nails. I did put a purple bow on the snake nail off camera. It was like a last minute decision. I kind of just did it on my other hand and I was like, oh, that's really cute. I felt like it was missing something, so I added that off camera just to make the nails a little girly looking and pop more. So you won't see me adding the purple bow in the video. I did that off camera. On the ring fingernail with the grave, I'm going to be using this little spider web charm that I have, and after I add the charms, I'm going to go ahead and top coat all of them with gel top coat. You want to make sure you top coat the snake really good so the polish stays on and everything like that. And that is it for this set. I hope you guys like this set. I know you guys said you wanted to see a curved Halloween set, and I haven't done Beetlejuice yet, so I thought it would be really cool to do my version. Let me know what you guys think of it in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and hit the bell so you get notified when I upload videos every week. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye. Love you guys.